1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Meeting of Federal Cabinet with Prime Minister in the chair is in progress, discussing overall political and economic situation of the country. Death toll of coronavirus continues to decrease while the number of recoveries are gradually increasing in the country. In occupied Kashmir, complete shutdown will be observed tomorrow to mark the 4th martyrdom anniversary of Kashmiri youth leader Burhan Muzaffarwani and his 2 associates. China has signed the UN Arms Trade Treaty designed to control flow of weapons into conflict zones. And now the news in detail. Meeting of Federal Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Imran Khan is in progress in Islamabad. It is discussing overall political and economic situation of the country. Steps taken by the government to curb the spread of COVID-19 will also be reviewed. The death toll of coronavirus continues to decrease while the number of recoveries from the pandemic are also gradually rising in the country. According to latest data, 77 new deaths from the virus were reported over the last 24 hours, while overall 134,957 coronavirus patients recovered from the disease. 2,691 new cases surfaced in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total tally to 234,509. 24,577 corona tests were carried out during this period. These include 82,669 cases in Punjab, 96,236 in Sindh, 28,236 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 10,841 in Balochistan, 13,557 in Islamabad, 1,587 in Gilgit-Baltistan and 1,383 cases in Azad Kashmir. Overall death toll from the virus has reached 4,839. Meanwhile, the number of coronavirus cases across the world has surpassed over 11.7 million, while the pandemic has so far claimed more than 540,000 lives. The United Nations stops both in number of cases and deaths from over 3.3 million cases and more than 132,000 deaths, followed by Brazil with over 1.6 million cases and more than 65,000 deaths. Over 6.7 million patients have so far recovered from the disease across the world. Pakistan has extended heartfelt condolences to the government and people of Turkey on the loss of lives and injuries to many as the result of explosion at the fireworks factory in Sakarya province. In a statement today, Foreign Office spokesperson Asha Faruqi said, "Our thoughts and prayer are with the victims of this tragedy and their families." She also prayed for early recovery of the injured. The spokesperson said Pakistan shared the pain of Turkish brothers and sisters and stand by them in this hour of grief. In occupied Kashmir, complete shutdown will be observed tomorrow to mark the 4th martyrdom anniversary of Kashmiri youth leader Burhan Muzaffarwani and his 2 associates, who were martyred by Indian troops on 8th of June in 2016 in the territory. Call for the strike has been given by the veteran Hurriyat leader Sayyid Ali Gilani and All Parties Hurriyat Conference. In a statement in Srinagar, Sayyid Ali Gilani asked people to observe a day with martyrs' family tomorrow in their localities. All Parties Hurriyat Conference, in a statement while paying tributes to Burhan Wani, also called for protest strike across occupied Kashmir tomorrow to convey a message to the world, particularly United Nations, that the people of Jammu and Kashmir completely reject forcible occupation of their motherland. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred a Kashmiri youth in Pulwama district today. The troops martyred the youth during a cordon and search operation in Gosu village of the district. Meanwhile, an Indian army soldier was killed and 3 others were injured in attack during the cordon and search operation in the same area. China has signed the UN Arms Trade Treaty designed to control the flow of weapons into conflict zones. China's ambassador to UN, Zhang Jun, in a statement said Beijing allows arms exports only to sovereign states and not to non-state actors. Adopted by the UN in 2013, the treaty requires members to keep records of international transfers of weapons and to prohibit cross-border shipments that could be used in human rights violation. In Afghanistan, 15 militants have been killed during an operation conducted by the government forces in Chashmeshir area of Baghlan province. Meanwhile, 3 police personnel have been killed and 5 police people injured in a suicide car bomb blast in Nangarhar province. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.